Fairies, how are you? I am so sorry I am late for the training, the quick live training for today in the Facebook group. I look like old Mother Hubbard. But it's freaking cold here. It's supposed to be summer. Oh well, so much for that idea. Anyhow, today's topic is all about procrastination. Now, if you're watching this on the replay or you're going to be joining here live, I want you to put hashtag replay or give me a hello, give me some thumbs up so I know that you're there. And please do intercommunicate. I've been speaking too much German English today, because it's important for me to see that you are not lurking. I don't like lurkers, because lurkers don't get anything done all the time. You do it all in private, and I need you to get out of the habit of lurking and putting yourself forward and building and engaging relationships and communication. So now, this is nothing new, procrastination. Maybe if I'm speaking about something at the moment, and for me or most of the visionaries, that it sounds normal and it may be something new to you, please don't feel inhibited or, oh my God, I didn't know that. We're all on different stages in our journey and in our business journeys and our life journeys, and we all learn things at different times. So I'm just going to be repeating what I've been doing in my training for a while and working with a lot of clients and getting feedback within the group as well. So, procrastination. It comes from overwhelm, and we all know this. It comes from overwhelm, and I don't know what to do, and I hold myself back, and I'm in my comfort zone, and if I step out of my comfort zone, then, you know, I might just get electrocuted outside of my comfort zone and shocked and who knows what. Also, there's a lot of mind chatter going on, telling yourself things that just aren't true. Just aren't true. So all those things that you tell yourself that you're not good enough, that you're not, I'll tell myself, I look like old Mother Hubbard, I don't look pretty enough, I look like I've just been like wrapped up or something, and I should be putting more makeup on, and I look too old, or whatever the things are that you're telling yourself in your mind that are holding you back in being visible. You need to get over that procrastination. I just want to give a quick few, I don't want to say tips, they're just things that I'd like to challenge your status quo with when it comes to procrastination. Hello everybody joining, hi. So I have a picture here, and I don't know if I can, I'm going to, I don't think I can add it over here. Or maybe I can, hang on a moment. I'm just going to try and go into the group quickly and see if I can add a picture in the comments, because I'd like you to have a look at this picture. Yes, I can, awesome. So, add a picture, and I'd like you to have a look, desktop. Now where did I save this bloody bugger? Here we go. So there we go, 100% uploading, and did it upload? Yes, awesome. So there's going to be a picture that I've uploaded for you. And if you've watched, like, I love animation. So if you've watched the animation Bolt, I've watched it about a gazillion times with my son because he loves this. And this picture of the hamster in the little bubble. And what I need you to remember is the following. But before I get to that, I have always struggled, and sometimes I still do struggle, with meditating. My mind is so active, and I love my mind being active, and I understand meditation, that is to calm down and the breathing, and I get all of that. I really just enjoy my mind being busy. Maybe I'll get over it, I don't know. But at the same time, I've learned, like this hamster in his bubble, that no matter what's happening on the outside, all the shitstorm that's happening on the outside, I've learned to put this bubble around myself and to still see what's happening on the outside, but I don't need to be involved, or I don't need to be attached with anything on the outside. So I'm still shitstorm, I'm watching it, and I'm like, yeah, it's all happening, but it's not my shitstorm, so it's fine. So what I'd like you to imagine is when you're having this shitstorm happening, in terms of procrastination, overwhelm, I'm in my comfort zone. And this bubble is not a comfort zone. This bubble is it's kind of like, it's not even protection, it's managing your energy, and it's managing everything else that's happening around you. Because what we tend to do with procrastination, overwhelm, is that we step in to it all, and we become part of it, rather than standing there and just going through it. So whatever's happening, just going through it, whatever the procrastination is. But you are still moving with everything, whether it's forwards or to the side, or you're taking a step back, and not being, not attaching yourself to everything that's within that shitstorm and the procrastination and the overwhelm, or the mind chatter, what's going on. So what I'd like you to remember is, I've just listed a few points over here. So when you're in this shitstorm with all these things happening around you, and you're looking at all these things, I really need you to ask this one question, because there's so many questions I could give you to ask, like a gazillion questions. But I need to ask you to ask yourself, name, Sashka, how hungry are you for this? How badly, how much do you want whatever it is that you're wanting? Because that question brings up how much you want it, and at the same time fear. And I love fear, me particularly. Some people it scares, some people it holds back. But fear for me propels me to see other, what's the English word? Other opportunities and avenues or pathways that I can go forward that I hadn't seen before, because I was so in my thing that I'm doing that all I saw was just this way. I can only just do it this way. Whereas fear pushes you out of your comfort zone, where you still managing your energy and managing the place that you're in, but you in forward, and it's like, oh my God, I'm going to go over the edge right now. And when you're going over the edge, that's when that the flight and survival mode comes in and goes, well, how badly do I actually want to survive this? How badly do I want this? Am I going to let the wind determine for me to go over the edge? Am I going to let my mind chatter determine going over the edge? Am I going to let my mind chatter in terms of, I don't want to say low self-esteem or confidence, or when I look at myself and go, oh my God, I look like old Mother Hubbard standing over there. Am I going to allow that to stop me showing up here and going, I have a training, some thoughts I'd like to share with you and challenge your status quo? Is that going to stop me from being here because somebody needs to hear what I need to say, and it's a message to you, and I'm on the edge? How hungry am I? How hungry are you for you to achieve the success, whatever success means to you right now? Because that procrastination is just someone, not you, it's someone holding you back, whatever it is. The past, stupid mind chatter, comfort zones, whatever it is. And I'm going to give an example of things that are happening with me at the moment. If ever you want to have your ego bashed, people, organize an event. Fuck. I tell you what, so I'm, as you may know, I'm organizing or spearheading for my client Changemakers Global Unite, and it's a humanitarian movement. This is big stuff that I, had this incredible idea with, that I'm moving forward with, and there's so many barriers, and often fear will come up where all I want to do is I just want to hide in a corner, and I don't want to see anybody. I'm such a fraud. I'm an imposter. I don't understand. What is it that I'm doing? And it's exactly in this moment that new ideas will come up. We'll be like, oh, I never thought about that. That's pretty awesome. And then I'll ask for support, or I'll research some information. And this part here is very important. Asking for support and help, because you need to be vulnerable to yourself and you need to be honest with yourself, like I am with myself, is how badly do I want that success for my client as well as for myself? Because it's part of my life purpose. And as you know, my life purpose is to bring together leaders and to raise leaders. And should you be an entrepreneur from that leadership and finding that life purpose, then we brand it. We create the brand and business from that. I wouldn't be true to that if I would be hiding away in fear and not being vulnerable and courageous enough to go, I need your help, I need your help, I need your help, because I cannot, as much as I'd like to as an overachiever, I cannot do this on my own. And it's very easy to slip into the role of procrastination and overwhelm. Very, very easy, because there's so much of this going on in my mind. And it's not just this with business whenever procrastination happens and overwhelm. Because if you're familiar with the wheel of life, there are different areas in our lives, be it spiritual, social, vocation, educational, physical, financial, ego, social. I don't know if I said that, but there's all different areas in our life, and each area has a different priority that has a higher priority or a lower priority in our lives at the moment. And all these things are happening at the same time. So I may feel that I'm procrastinating in my vocation or in my spiritual and hold myself back and feel stagnant, and that will naturally seep into all the other areas of my life, because everything is interlinked with one another. And then you just pull yourself down. So the thing that keeps me up, feels good. The thing that keeps me up is knowing my life purpose. That's not my vocation. It's my life purpose, bringing the leaders together, which are also my children. So family, bringing that in there as well. And when that's running, it gives me the courage and the vulnerability to go, whatever that situation is or situations are, with that seeps into my life, into my business as well, that I'm able to overcome the procrastination by asking for help, by asking for support, by asking for time out, by just listening to my body, where it just goes, no, not today. You're not overeating today. You're not exercising today. You are just doing nothing today. And as much as it's like, I need to move forward because, all these things are happening, which is also a form of procrastination because you're keeping yourself busy all the time. I just have to let myself know it's time to just, and in the fear situation, writing down, listing, jotting down what are the different areas in your life through fear that you are now seeing new doors open, where it's like, oh, I never thought about that before. I never thought about that before. But not having to act on them, but just recognizing them and acknowledging them. Some things you may feel the urge, I need to act on that, but some things is really just, I need to jot this down and notice it. So when it comes to procrastination, I need you to know that procrastination is good because it'll bring up fear, and fear is good because fear helps you see new doors opening, perspectives, that you can see things that you wouldn't have seen before if everything was going right, especially if the dream, the vision, the mission is much bigger than you ever imagined it to be. You may have just started off with an idea and it's just exploded, and not to be fearful of it, but rather in your bubble, that's managing your energy and managing your vision goal, and allowing yourself to go through the motion, even if you're standing on the edge, because you're the one that can either tip yourself off the edge, or you can put yourself back and then you can try and go into a different direction. But always in the motion of moving forward. Doesn't have to be doing, but moving forward, and keeping in mind that you need to breathe, that you need to be grounded, and that all of this is good. And to avoid thinking that procrastination and overwhelm is to keep you stagnant and holding you back. Because that's what most of us do, is that we fall into procrastination and we feel, I can't move forward. I feel like I'm stuck. And then to ask yourself the question, how hungry are you for your success? Whatever that success means to you. For some it may mean money, for some it may mean health, for some it may mean a relationship, whatever that success means to you. And how hungry you are for it will give you the motivation, not the motivation, the acceleration to move forward in whichever direction you need to be going. So that's how I look at procrastination, and how to stop it by recognizing it, by acknowledging it. And what procrastination brings forth is the fear. And the fear shows you new perspectives, and the new perspectives gives you courage to move forward with a lot of vulnerability, and to allow yourself to accept and receive help, allow yourself to acknowledge that you have a lot of ideas as well, and that you're able to let them just sit there because you don't need them now, or B, see from those ideas what you can actually put into action without always being busy, but actually putting things into action that are going to serve you to move forward relaxed and with ease, and not in a state of panic and fear. So that's my input for today for the training. I would love to hear your input. What do you think about this? So I want to see, hello Sarah, hello Angela, hey Leslie, Monica. What is Monica going to say? Snowcat. I always ask myself, what's the worst that can happen? And after that, I decide, I can live with that. Yes, exactly. Hey, Khadi. Exactly. What is the worst that can happen? I say the same thing as well when someone asks a question. I also go, you know what? The worst that can happen is that you get a yes or a no. And from there, what is the perspective from that point? I also say, when someone asks me something, I go, they'll ask, should we do this, this, and this? And I go, I don't know. You only know until you know. So we either just have to move with it and find out what comes from it and what leads from there, because I don't have all the answers. I wish I did. And in the past, I used to feel compelled to say that I have all the answers because I'm be all end all, and you just put too much pressure on me. So now I'm just like, whatever, just go with the flow. The hunger of the soul is full present and screams. All we have to do is listen and decide. Exactly. All we have to do is listen and decide. It's our choice where we want to go with this. So that is for today. Thank you for being here live. I don't know if it uploaded the picture. I hope it uploaded the picture. I think it did. And then you can have a look at my little hamster in his ball. I love that little hamster. He's so freaking cute. I'm looking forward to your comments, what epiphanies you have. And I don't need you to break through any walls, because sometimes you can also just climb over the wall. You don't have to because you use just as much energy in breaking through a wall as climbing over the wall. So, and keeping your breathing going and just being in the flow and in the motion. I look forward to hearing what your epiphanies are about procrastination and moving forward. And Put it in the comments, and remember to tag me. Next week is another training. I can't remember what the training is. I have to have a look. And there's going to be a live panel on my Brand Sashka page with 3 other brand strategists to show everyone that it's not the profession that differentiates each of us. It's the life purpose that differentiates each of us. And that's what comes through or forth in our brand. And in a week's time is the brand building retreat in Austria from the 5th to the 9th of June. And if you're still on the fence about joining, write me, because there's a few spaces left and I'd love to have you there. Cool. So have an awesome day. I'll see y'all later. I look forward to all your comments.